I'm about as ready as ever. Methinks I am ready. Yes. Smile. Don't know why my chat hasn't reset, to be honest with you, but whatever, it's fine. We'll see messages from last stream, I guess. That's A-okay with me. That is A-okay with me. So what is the memes? What are the memes today? Honestly, I was looking back on the VOD, not yesterday, Monday's VOD, and I found it very interesting. I feel like the conversations were better. Ultimately, there were better. Like in terms of just sheer quality, I would love for like conversations to move to that direction, but I just don't think it's that interesting to watch, unfortunately. It's like, how do I describe this? So basically, conversations are good. It makes the other party think, pretty well. I get to hear good counter arguments, all that fun stuff. It's really good. I feel like I can do something similar with like just different like methodology. Like it's a methodology issue. Like what I mean by that is framing the conversation as a person that's just trying to provide counters to how you think. Whilst it's effective in trying to like flesh out somebody else's point of view, I don't think it's actually that engaging for me. For me and probably people watching the conversation, it's very like it's very formative. I think it's a good kind of conversation. It's just not necessarily what I would be going for. So, moving forward, I'm probably just going to be continuing this like sort of interview-esque style that I've been rolling with, but like basically softball question into hardball question. Basically just asking questions. Asking questions of anything like major, like a major like flaw in like logic or whatever that I can pull up from there. But I feel like that provides not only better answers, but more interesting conversations to watch. I have a small list of questions. One with the pipeline, one with the VR chat addiction stuff. I want to go into like people's understanding of gender and femboys, and hopefully other like stereotypes of VR chat. That's sort of like where I want to go. Like, stereotypes of VR chat. What does like fucking being X mean to you, kind of thing? Being like a fucking person mean, you know? That's like sort of like the lane that I sort of want to be going down today. Basically, asking people about like their thoughts on like basically stereotypes. What are in effect stereotypes? And getting the memes. I want to get the memes out of them, you know? I'm seizing the memes of production. Anyway, enough communism memes. Where do we start? I always like starting in like a B club because I think they're funny as shit. More often than not. Like they're like, I was chatting with a buddy. He was like saying I was like halfway between ERP and not ERP, and it couldn't be more truthful if you tried. We just see the people in those worlds. It's absolutely wild. Like the goonery is truly next level. I respect it. All right, let me switch music for this. Just shuffle my main playlist, I guess. All right. Or just put his fucking Spotify Wrapped on the floor. Okay. Respect, I guess. All right. So far, big clubs aren't looking that promising, I'm gonna be honest. Sorry, you need my age and date of birth? Is that the meme here? Yeah. 2004-20. Alrighty. Like, under table, understandable. Okay. I sort of just need to like walk up to someone and just go for it. Like, and like every time this happens, like when I start chatting shit, it's so hard to just get in like the flow of things. You just sort of gotta go though. Excuse me, are you guys busy? Coolio. I'm world hopping, asking people various questions about VR chat. Would you be willing to participate? Yes, but you're not audible or visible right now. So, like, right now I'm basically going down. It's like, hey, how do you get into the game? What got you into it? What keeps you here? And then like various like thoughts on like various like groups of VR chat that are like stereotyped. Okay. You're all good. Don't worry, brother. I'm playing copyright music to the max volume right. I'm joking. Okay. Whatever. Alright, give me 1 second. Alright, should be audible. Can you say something real quick?
Hello?
Okay, yeah, it's working. It is working. Let's go.
Okay.
Alright. So I guess we should just get right into it then. So, how did you get into VR chat? Like, you personally, what got you here?
Well, my VR story begins back in 2020. I saved up enough money to buy myself a Index. I was super excited for it. Full well knowing that I could potentially, get sick from it. Because I've already knew in my past experience that me and VR don't really work too well together. But high frame rate on that thing, hell yeah, let's try it. Blew $1,000 on it, had it for maybe about a year, and ended up not using it enough to justify keeping onto it, so I sold it. It just wasn't enjoyable enough for me. I got way too sick, way too often, but that's just me.
Okay.
But recently, I don't talk to people. My job keeps me locked away in a basement, and the people that I do interact with on a day-to-day basis, I don't like interacting with.
Okay.
So I don't have a social hobby. I don't like to go outside and go to bars and meet people. And this is very, less pressure and whatever else have you. I tried about a month ago to just, out of pure boredom and actually want to talk to somebody, that I just jumped in VR chat. And that's actually where I met Phil. So, kind of ever since then, I've just been getting on VR chat again, on and off, and I'm in it for the first time again after, 4 years or 3 years.
Okay. So, roughly, so would you say that, a big part of it is just, that lack of, socializing that you have, I guess?
Yeah. And,
okay.
I try to self-reflect and look upon this as to why. I feel like, I don't know if it's just my perception of just the general public at where I live, but it feels pretty superficial in a way.
Fair
and
enough.
A lot of people just, I feel, aren't genuine. You run into a lot more genuine people in VR chat because, that anonymity or whatever, right? People can be their goofy self or their, cringe self, and it's totally fine. If you go out into a bar, it's kind of generally expected that you're going to be acting a certain way. You're not going to run into the troll type at the bar. There's not people running around being silly, they're all, oh yes, I'm here with my friends having a nice beverage, or I'm going to pick up some chicks.
Okay,
it's just not for me.
Okay, you said you're expected to act a certain way, right? So I guess my question is, to what degree do you think, moderation should be a part of VR chat, lobbies, public lobbies specifically?
Moderation. Let's see. I mean, there's some freaky shit on here. Not gonna lie. I don't think it needs to be in VR chat. But I'm not an ERPer, or nothing like that. The people that want to, that's fine. I don't have a problem with it. But base level moderation, if they're choosing to keep it, I don't think that there's anything they could change. I feel like it's relatively, moderated by the user that, hosts a lobby. If somebody whips their fucking cock out and it's a problem, they usually get kicked out or banned or whatever else.
Okay, do you think that we should have standards for behavior then? Let's say somebody is being a very freaky in a public lobby, right? Or saying something that makes you uncomfortable, for example.
Right.
What level of expectations should we have, ideally?
Well, it sucks because the freedom of speech and all that. People don't people don't go into local bars and start bashing on the local gays or whatever. But they do in VR chat.
Yeah.
It's kind of sucks that they do that in the first place. But if they want to do that, I guess, they're not going to do it anywhere else. I don't feel like those types of people go out in public and say the type of shit that people say online. But it's the internet.
Agree.
I mean, if you start to restrict people off of the internet or in certain ways, I mean, that's not great either. I'm pissed about Treyarch and their Black Ops 6 fucking voice crap. I don't like that. Even though people can say some, very mean or racist things, I still feel like you should be able to say it without getting banned.
Okay, so
I
guess the obvious question that comes from there would be why not? Why not just ban them?
Yeah, I mean, why not just ban them? I mean, I don't know if, like, you can block people as a user, but, I mean, sorry, I'm pretty high right now.
Yeah, you gotta take your time to think.
I don't know, like, maybe, I mean, like, the group owner would obviously block them, and they would be
So
kicked out
the
of
answer,
the lobby
like,
if they were too obnoxious.
so the answer I'm sort of like
you know,
trying to poke
people
at is
take
like I
things,
feel
like,
like
a
he's like
little too far,
leaning
and, like,
towards
you can
extremism.
see them, you know, have the lobby owner or the staff, if there's like a staff group thing, like this lobby
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, I'm like talking like more like specifically like not group publics, right? Like I'm talking like public lobbies, right? You mentioned like people like screaming like homophobic stuff,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
If we just like got rid of them, it's like in terms of like of the platform, the platform of VR chat, right?
You know, it doesn't sound like a bad idea, but it's still kind of in a way like, I don't know, like, I guess it's fine because Treyarch's doing their same shit. So yeah, if VR chat developers cared about that type of thing, they could definitely implement that. It seems to be a popular thing amongst corporations now.
So
It
what do
could
you
be
feel
done.
about the statement that like how do you feel about this statement, right? So if we like ban these kinds of people, they still like obviously exist, right? So they're going to be pushed to more like
Right.
extreme places that accept these kind of like this kind of rhetoric, and the more places that ban these kind of places will sort of isolate them into a like echo chamber of sorts, right? Because they can't go into any other space.
Like a weird kind of shadow ban in a way, kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Like certain
I mean, yeah, that
behaviors, like
sounds
it sort of
fine.
like
They can still
self-isolates
use it.
you and like makes you more extreme over time. Is like sort of the thought.
Well, yeah, because I mean, I guess all of those type of people would all be in the same type of lobbies, and then they would, have giant Nazi lobbies. So that's not, the best look for a developer or corporation either.
Yeah.
But it's a difficult subject. But it does fucking suck, like if you fucking walked into a bar and started doing the douchey shit that some of these guys end up doing, you get punched in the face, straight up.
Yeah.
Maybe, as I think about it, I'm starting to lean more towards like, yeah, I don't fucking care. Get these people out of here because, I don't know. With your illusion of free will, if you're going to choose to act like that and people don't want it, I feel like they should have a better way to maybe not categorize, that might be a bad word, but like the
They're gonna
trusted
box
user
you in,
setting,
dog.
maybe that should be. I mean, maybe there's only like certain types of lobbies that are shown to them, or like, I don't know, like.
Do you think
Kinda
like
interesting how
like
they would- I'm trying to
trust
figure
rank
out.
is a good system?
I don't think so. I have, for the limited experience that I have absolutely no fucking idea what it is in the first place. Because I can see somebody with like a low level trust just like run up here, and they'll be totally fine and cool people, and but then there's the trusted people that come in, and then those ones are the ones that are mouthing off saying the shit that shouldn't be said. So I don't know what it's for. It seems kind of pointless because you would think immediately like if a trusted user's trusted, they'd be more of like a decent type of person. Somebody,
Yeah, like more standard of behavior, I guess, right?
right?
Like my understanding of it is just like shows like other people like how much they have played or like how much like friends they have basically. Like a good way, like if you want to like game
Here's
the
a
system,
thought.
it's just like spam friending people and like gifting VRC plus stuff like this.
Like, wasn't China trying to like implement a social credit score system into their whole like I don't know. Maybe VR chat needs to do that. It's a lot less, like, I think it'd be a better way. Like, maybe, you know, you can only have like a certain social credit score to be able to join certain type of lobbies. But, you know, I guess there is people that would start farming that. But if it's community, you know, based, maybe there's a chance it could be more effective than the trusted user system.
Okay, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
You know, yeah.
I feel like the problem that comes with that a lot of the times is like the cultural baking of this kind of stuff, because like a lot of like the core player base, at least from what I've seen, sort of like holds on to that like rank as like a show of like, hey, I guess like a show of superiority in a way, because like I don't know. At least that's what I've seen personally. I don't think I can really comment much more on that though. I have a couple other questions though. We've explored this pretty well, I think. I think that's really interesting. I'll have to think about that, to be honest.
I mean, I think, and another thought is, I mean, like I've got high brain right now. Like social credit score with like an AI, maybe, you know? So maybe like, maybe there's an AI that just, you know, monitors your voice output and listens to what you say, and maybe that's what deducts your social credit score, you know, or
yeah, that seems very dystopian. I'll be honest.
You know, but what's the fix? There's no other fix for fucking that type of behavior. If you're trying to fix that thing, you know,
if you're trying to if you're strictly trying to like fix like some form of behavior, like the best way to do that is like more authoritarian, right? But I have my own problems with that, obviously.
But I mean, that's what Treyarch does with fucking Black Ops, you know, like, in a sense, you know, like all the voice is technically monitored, but once people start reporting you, that's when like the AI kicks in. So, but it does suck. But I mean, there's no other. I can't think of anything.
Okay, so do you think VR chat is
I just wish people could respect people. It can be. It depends on like. I don't think like. Let me think, because
yeah, take it in.
People can get addicted to fucking anything. And you know, VR chat becomes an outlet for like a lot of people. I mean, like, I would say I'm moderately addicted in the sense that, you know, I just get to like talk and meet new people and just, you know, fuck around. It's a good time for me. Like I'm not having a bad time. But like, the people that like maybe are in like a worse off situation that don't really, you know, like can't really go outside, let's say, or have a normal life. I think a piece of them gets to, you know, have a normal life inside VR chat.
Okay.
And then they can become addicted to it that way. But I don't see it. I mean, I haven't heard any extreme cases of people just being complete shut-ins and only doing VR chat, you know, and they like lose their job, and you know, like I don't know if it's addictive as alcohol, you know, or meth, but it can definitely be addictive for sure.
So it has like some elements that have the potential to be, but you're not sure if it's like it's as strong as something like a substance or something like that. Okay.
Yeah.
What do you know about like
let's be
screen
honest,
addictions?
Base reality kind of fucking sucks. I know it's a ongoing problem. I don't have children, but the iPad kid phrase gets thrown a lot in this year.
Okay.
So, like, I definitely think there needs to be, like, a certain age for technology, for usage. Especially when your brain is developing. I'm not saying like, you know, you need to only be able to play VR chat when you're 26 years old. But
honestly, yeah, that'd be sort of based. To be
I
honest
do
with you,
think
but
they're
I'm joking. I'm joking.
right. But I mean, like, yeah, I mean, there's just so much shit. I mean, kids nowadays, I have a hard time understanding, and it really brings out the boomer side, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Wait, how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
But like, I'm 30.
Oh damn. Okay, yeah, that does it. Yeah.
Yeah. I love the slang, don't get me wrong. Like, the looks maxing, like anything maxing is absolutely hilarious to me. Hag maxing, that shit's hilarious. Some of their insults, with their insult you within an insult, some of that shit's crazy. Diabolical children nowadays. But I think it's because, you know, let's see a way to phrase it. They grow up a lot differently than I was. Like, 90s kids, we were portrayed a certain type of reality as adults. And I think, you know, these kids can obviously see that, you know, even just, it's all bullshit. And it's pretty sad.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think that kids are less serious and, you know, less passionate and more crazy because their parents obviously aren't watching them and giving them iPads. This kind of got off topic from the iPads.
Yeah. So that sort of like gives like a baseline or anything like screen addiction, I guess. You sort of went off into some other land there, but so the reason why I bring up screen addiction is because I think VR chat would like pretty squarely fall under that, like in terms of like addictive elements, right? You pointed out something pretty interesting.
Yeah.
That like VR chat as like an outlet, right? A lot of people that I've talked to so far, has like given me like this answer. It's like, okay, well, I don't really have many friends in real life, so I play VR chat, or I don't really have like a family like a figure in my life or something like that, so I like try to search that in VR stuff like this, right? Whatever it may be, like they see VR chat as like sort of like a fix to that, and like a way to fill that void, right?
Yeah.
And so like in terms of like screen addiction and stuff like that, I feel like I feel like it pretty squarely like slots in. Yeah. Okay.
Because I mean, like I said before, or at least I hope I did. Like, this is my social hobby. You know, I need to be able to talk to people. Like, I'm not in the greatest spot like right now in my life, but that's my own brain, you know, thinking that. I'm just lonely as hell. I mean, it's bad.
I would hug you if I had the ability to,
and
man.
this helps. Yeah.
Sounds like you need that shit. Is there any questions that you have for me or any final statements? Because the only other questions I have, I'm not sure like where would be going with that. I don't know if you've experienced the femboy phenomenon.
I have one femboy friend.
Oh boy.
Yeah, but I've got some light experience, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Then I'll like cap it off.
I'm kind of interested. What's the? Okay. Okay.
Wait. What were you gonna say? I cut you off.
No, this is like I'm kind of interested. Like, I was curious on the question. Like, I don't mind answering.
So there are two questions. Firstly, how do you understand gender?
Okay. Yeah, so I mean, I understand gender especially like how it's like changed, because like 90s kid, right? Gender and sex were the same thing, but
Yeah.
I like that the words are changing in a way, because that's dumb and that doesn't make any fucking sense. So like I see sex as, you know, male and female, and gender as whatever you need it to be, because nobody knows what the fuck we're doing here.
When you say whatever you need it to be, what do you mean
makes
specifically by
any,
that?
like, if you feel a certain way, and you need to, you know, like, I don't know if express, like, that is a word, I guess, that people use, but like, I don't feel that way, you know, like, so it's kind of hard for me to, like, I can understand how somebody might be a male and feel like a female, but I don't think that males need to be like necessarily masculine, you know, like
Yeah. So I guess I'm curious, like, theoretically speaking, if gender is whatever you need it to be, can I like be like a cat?
Okay, yeah. So that is where that doesn't really work for me. Like, you can maybe feel that you're a cat, but I it's got to be what? Oh, hey, Chloe, what up?
Do you know the show Invincibles? You know that show?
Yeah, I know that show.
You know the guy, the alien that he fights in space with the one eye, that guy?
Yeah.
Seth Rogen.
Does sound like
Yeah,
it.
you kind of sound like Seth Rogen.
Yeah. So if you get me laughing pretty good, I do it. My laugh is Seth Rogen's laugh sometimes. People point that out, and I'm like, oh my god.
Are you sure you're not
Yeah.
just like a Seth Rogen? Are you sure?
Are you sure you're not Seth Rogen?
Yeah.
All right. It's good talking to you guys. I'll see you later.
No.
Damn.
If you were Seth Rogen, we're friends. You would send
No,
me.
I'm just
You would
kidding.
send me those products. You would send me like the ashtrays and stuff, right? If you were Joe Rogan, not Seth Rogen.
That is a fucking zesty voice.
I wish I was Seth Rogen. I
But
would.
if you
Hey,
were,
I appreciate
if you were,
it.
you would give me those things. I need to hear you say it.
I would give you those things.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, so a little back
Okay,
back on topic.
Yep.
possible.
Where
Yeah.
are we?
Okay, so I have been writing things down. So I asked if it is whatever you need it to be, then can I be
Oh
a
yeah.
cat under
the
gender?
Cat.
Under this understanding of gender.
Yeah. So like,
Can I ask what's going on so I can listen in and
So
spectate?
basically, I'm just going around world
Understand.
hopping, asking people various questions about like VR chat and things surrounding VR chat.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, and we sort of landed on gender, and we're probably gonna be transitioning into femboys if you're interested.
Ooh, fine.
yeah.
I'll get popcorn.
So, like, it sucks. Okay, like I get it. You want to be a cat, but you're not a cat. Like physically, people look at you and see a human. Like, I don't think gender should go into any type of species. There's
Okay,
a word
but-
for that, you know?
Yeah, but you can easily say, well, like, okay, you feel like a woman, but you are a man, right?
Yeah.
Like that would be an equally like valid statement, then, no?
Yeah, but they're the same species.
Okay, so all right. Is there like any like non-sex related? What I mean by that is like sex terms like male, female, dude, girl that would like fall under like the expression of gender for you.
Like if my gender is bro. What do you mean?
No. So what I was saying is like what we're referring to. You're saying like, okay, I can see how a male can seem like a female, right?
Yep.
Or like a dude can be a girl, whatever. All that, like all those kinds of terms, right? The question is, can you see
Right.
any form of expression that is outside of that paradigm of like masculine and feminine?
Androgyny.
Damn.
I mean, that is still on the paradigm, though.
Um,
It's in the middle, exactly in the middle. Like, you're not expressing either.
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't.
Like, would
I
there
don't
be
know.
any other, like, valid ways of, like, expressing genders outside of that paradigm for you is the question.
Oh, so like, if you're still trying to identify as another species,
Not necessarily species, like, whatever that would be, like, valid for you as an expression of gender outside of that paradigm, if it exists.
I don't know how to answer your question. I don't feel I'm knowledgeable enough. Like, the
That's respectable.
whole like gender being a construct of what it is. You know, like there are certain ways you can bend it and it works for people in a way, right? But
Yeah, what if somebody, like, encapsulated the idea of being a cat so fucking well that you would not be able to tell they're a cat?
like that
Or a
Japanese
human.
guy that turned himself into a dog. Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, he lives as a dog.
Yeah.
He acts like a dog.
So
He has an owner. He never really comes out of that costume. And that costume is
So-
super realistic as well. It's kind of scary.
oh yeah, it's like fucking $100,000 fucking costume. It's crazy. But the
He also has
scientifically,
another friend that has a dog costume too, a white one actually.
But-
It's a lot more.
like yeah,
realistic
I don't think I can because like
That's
even if
Awesome. I'm glad he has a friend.
I know, right?
Another pal.
yeah, Goody is a friend. Yeah. But like I can't you know, scientifically he's still a human. Like you stick him with a fucking needle and pull his blood out.
Yeah. I'm asking
it's still
whether
gonna
that
be
would
human
fall
blood.
under the term gender. I'm not asking if he's human or not.
I don't. Oh yeah. No. I don't think so. I don't
Okay.
think so. As my current understanding is.
Alrighty. So, this is going to be the least
man, hold on,
graceful
I'm gonna get
transition
canceled.
known to mankind. Be like, brace yourself. What's your thoughts on femboys, though,
Yeah.
in relation to this topic?
So I don't have a problem with femboys. I like being a 90s kid. All my classmates, like when we were younger, like there were certain boys that, you know, would be a little bit more feminine and they would get bullied and all that.
Yeah.
Only because of that certain like type of reason. But like I think it's great. I don't feel like people need to be all like assuming as man and all that. So I mean,
Okay,
what
so
else should I say?
yeah, so do you think like a VR chat, right? In terms of like VR chat, do you think the expression of like femboys is like how do I describe this? So oftentimes when I like listen to femboys, right? A lot of what I hear is,
Yeah.
I just like feminine clothing. Oh, I just want to be a little bit more feminine, right? So what that indicates to me is
Right.
they feel like slightly more feminine, right? Not like full blown. Right? So I'm
Right.
sure you said you have a femboy friend and like probably seen a couple of the avatars about. Do you think the extreme form of like feminine presenting could cause problems?
If they're taking the femboy to like the extreme, then yes, because that's basically like faking as a trans person. Because if they don't identify as trans, but they are a man that are like full blown crazy femboy transformation, that
Yeah.
might be a bit concerning. or the community.
I'm not even asking from a community perspective. I'm thinking from like that individual's perspective, right? They've said, okay, I'm like slightly more feminine, right? And this is like an often way that like if you ever talk to like a couple of femboys, they'll probably tell you that exact thing. But then embrace this idea of like femboy, like full-heartedly, and express to an extreme end, right?
I mean, what do you mean by extreme? Like,
So
their
have you seen like
avatar
femboy
just has,
avatars? I don't really have
jiggly-
any of them
jiggly
on
titties.
any of them on
Yeah.
hand.
I mean,
Kai, I'm sure you have examples.
yeah. Do you have a femboy avatar?
Yeah. I only have e-girls. My bad on me.
I'm sure you have some.
Yeah. So I mean, like, I haven't seen like a true femboy. Like, I'd say like the femboys are usually girls avatars. I
Yeah.
haven't seen like a femboy that with like no tits and like a bulge out their pants. Like, I haven't seen those avatars.
Yeah. So I guess the question is that like if they're embracing this this label and embracing this, and I have like a means to express that label, and that label is like far more like extreme in terms of presentation, right? Do you think that has like potential for harm?
What kind of harm?
Mental.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
It'd be almost entirely mental.
Oh wait, so
Like,
you're saying like if they're extremely presenting as femme boy,
Yeah.
but like they're confused about it because they're
I'm not-
still
I
identified as a
haven't-
man, so they're
Yeah, I'm
having
not saying
mental
anything about like
problems.
confusion. They've like, as I said, like most femboys say like, oh, a little bit. Like I think a little bit of femininity is fine, right?
Yeah.
And then like people say, okay, then you're probably a femboy, right? But like femboy presentation is so much more than just a little bit, right? At least from what I've seen.
Like,
Unless you have like a disagree at any point.
Like, were you like semi-insinuating like harm to themselves because they're being extreme femboy? You know, like,
Yeah,
in a way.
a little bit, yeah.
Because I mean, like, there's another viewpoint of like maybe they're way too fucking shy or shamed of themselves in real life to dress up in a skirt.
Yeah,
And
that's fair.
man, do they want to wear a fucking skirt?
Yeah, and I think that's base as shit.
Thanks. But I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't know how it would I don't know how it would harm them. I mean, hopefully they would just have a grip on themselves, and you know, I don't know.
Yeah. What's your like understanding of like gender dysphoria, if you don't mind me asking?
So you like gender dysphoria for me is the extremes. Like if you are born with a ding-a-ling, like, I don't think you should be chopping that off until your brain is fully developed. You know, I think that should be a thing. But the
Like, do you have a definition?
extreme being like I am a cat or a dog, not really. No definition.
Is this like a group activity right now, or is this a one-on-one?
Hell yeah, brother.
It started as a one-on-one, but it turned into
I'm okay with anybody joining in, man. I'm here to
Yeah, that's cool.
ask questions and try to get people to think about things. That's my meme.
I wanted to
Yeah, gender,
add to, like,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, what's
not
up?
right now, but at one point I did, but I'm
Oh,
having,
okay.
so I forgot what I was gonna say.
Hell,
Back to you.
oh yeah.
But understood
I don't know if this counts, but I feel it when I'm talking to like normal guys, because like I don't like guy stuff. I don't like cars, sports, or fishing or hunting, and like most normal guys always are like, hey, do you like this type of thing? And they bring up like
Yeah.
a gun model that I don't care about, and I'm like, I'm not that
Dude.
type of guy. That doesn't interest me. It's no. And like I'm like,
I only like cars
am I a
out
guy?
of that
Like
list.
that's one of the reasons I am he they, because like I don't feel like I fit in with around any like IRL dudes, because like they're all like country, car, fishing, hunting people.
Dude, oh my god. Yeah, gonna
That's
get
fair.
my Dodge Ram stuck in the ditch, and I need you to pull me out. 'Cause I
Back
can't.
to
Dude, I hate
line
it.
of questioning of you were talking about the mental harm that femboys are doing to themselves, and you
Potentially,
asked,
yeah.
what is your understanding of gender dysphoria?
Yep.
And gender dysphoria, to my understanding, is the extreme, like, distressing feeling you have when you're clearly not the gender you feel like you are.
Okay. I would agree with that. Do you think that is do you think that how do I word this? Do you think there might be levels to that, or is it just like a one set thing?
Oh, I think there's levels. For
You
sure.
can. I think that it's possible. It's theoretical, and like, it can be the case that 50 years from now, science leads us to believe, and it's proved that there are levels to it. But I think right now that's not proven, and I think it's black and white right now. That's my understanding of it.
Okay, so I'm gonna walk you through a hypothetical, right? Let's say there's this femboy individual, right? They open up to somebody and say, "Hey, I like a little bit of like femininity in my presentation, right? I want to shave a little bit. I like a little bit of girl clothes, right? But nothing too crazy, right?" And this person, all right, says, "All right, you're probably a femboy, right? And you've probably seen like femboy avatars, correct?"
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, I think it would go a little bit further past than just a little bit of like a femininity. I feel like it goes like a little bit past what that like described internal experience is.
I feel like it's something else. It's not gender. I don't like wrapping it all into gender.
All right, sure. Then, what do you
It's
think it is?
identity in itself, not like
I think it's just personality types. It's not gender.
Can you explain?
I mean, some people are macho men, and some people are like submissive, like soy boys. You can call them. But like, I think they're both just as men as each other. They have different personalities, different personality types. But they're both
Okay.
men.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree. I think femboys are dudes. Let me be clear. Yeah, I'm saying that like the expression of their like, I guess more like subby aspects of themselves, like soy boy things of themselves, is exaggerated to a point where it may cause dysphoria.
Well,
May
like, wouldn't you
cause
have
dysphoria?
dysphoria at any given point if you identify as another sex or gender? Like technically, under the black and white understanding of dysphoria.
I'm sorry, could
Like,
you
if you're trans,
repeat that?
wouldn't that just make you have dysphoria? Like what Nudia said, like it's pretty black and white as far as like gender dysphoria goes, but doesn't that make anybody who's trans have gender dysphoria?
Yes.
Like, okay.
Yes.
So I mean,
I think by
so
definition,
then under
Yeah.
almost. If you're trans, you have gender dysphoria.
because trans people do not feel comfortable or identify or feel anything related to their birth sex.
Yeah, I would
So it
agree,
is
but
gender dysphoria.
yeah. So the reason why I'm like bringing gender dysphoria and like a relation to like femboys, right? It's like for trans people, it's almost like an entirely like positive push, right? So they feel bad, so they want to like feel better about themselves, so they go towards like the opposite end, right?
Do you like my avatar? I just uploaded it.
yeah.
So for femboys, what I feel like is happening, especially on VR chat, is that they feel a slight inclination, and the expression is a much larger like chunk of that, I guess, expression, right? So, for example, like a slight feminine like internal mind versus an extreme feminine external presentation.
That's cute. And then if I can grab it.
What?
Well, it's confusing. I can try to reword that.
I think it's just like
Hold on, I can
it's
world drop it.
whatever category that you're alluding to. I don't think it's either gender and probably not personality type either, because personality type is a whole thing where it's your individual personality and like how you interact with people or whatever.
I'm gonna try it out.
I think there needs to be like a new category for like how your expression, your gender expression,
Hold on, let me
how you think of your gender expression. But
I would
like
agree.
your actual gender, it's like you can't like mold it,
Yeah.
because if you start doing
During the
that,
beginning of
people,
our conversation, like I split sex and gender into two separate things. Like,
and then
so,
I don't have it on.
like, gender coming up in the sense that, like, yes, it is molded.
I think it's
in
very
that
interesting
sense,
that
and it
like
can be
they're able to like sort of like come to
what
these
you need to
conclusions
be, is
on
what
their
I
own,
said.
and I think that's really good. To be
that
fair,
got us
I think it's
into
really
another
good.
conversation.
Of course I have to.
oh, if this is like a conversation that resulted from another conversation, like I was there for the first
No.
conversation, so I don't know.
It's a like disparate question, so that's not pertinent to what we're talking about now. Or not
I was
important.
hoping that maybe that would be helpful.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'm lagging a lot.
So yeah. So I was sort of asking like his opinions on gender, right?
For a hot
Yeah, and
So you said something interesting about like how people think about their gender, right? Like that should be like a different like category type. That is that a statement you would agree with?
Nice, nice. Hi, Goat.
Tentatively, yeah.
Okay. So given that, do you like, given that is a thing, right? Do you think that would like lend credence to my claim, or
No,
Why
because I
not?
feel like your claim,
Damn, alright.
unless there is, extreme like rule setting and like line drawing for the next like 200 years of like what every specific gender expression on the spectrum is, and like we then have well-defined definitions of every stage. At this right now, it's a little bit too murky because everybody tries to make
I agree.
one thing sound like another thing, and
Yeah,
it's,
so-
I feel like
the
it's
femboys.
For
almost useless to
specifically-
talk about right now.
Yeah, for specifically when I say femboy, if we understand gender on like a spectrum between masculine and feminine, it would be somebody who is like on the more feminine side, but their sex is still male, and it'd be like
I would say their gender is still male.
yeah. Wait, what do you mean their gender is still male? What is your
I feel
understanding
like
of
their
gender?
is still male. Like,
Yeah, wait, what's your understanding of
Unless you
gender
mean-
before we get into this? Actually, hold on, pause.
Yeah, the camera icon. Press it and then go to manage.
so sex
Yeah.
is what you're born with.
Yeah.
Your literal physical sexual characteristics, and then gender is how you express your shit in the world,
Really
in your mind.
Wig out whenever somebody
Yeah.
I agree with this. Yeah, and for femboys, right? They are still masculine. That's the like boy part of femme, right?
contacts like right here.
Femboy, right? So I agree with you in that regard, but like, what I'm like sort of, I guess, insinuating is they're obviously like they're more feminine, right? And they're expressing a more feminine thing to a light degree.
Hey, monkey baby.
Okay.
Grab it like right.
So
Yeah.
like even a hardcore degree. Even if it was a hardcore degree, I would say they're still men, or
Yeah,
their gender
but
is
like,
still male.
yeah, but for
There you go.
I agree that is possible, but I feel like that is probably more rare than you would than you would think.
So on your small menu, right?
And I would also argue those people are probably just trans women, but like that's a completely different argument.
Press open your gallery menu.
Yep, that did it.
What
It actually worked.
what separates gay men from femboys in your mind?
Gay men and femboys. Femboys have a more explicitly feminine expression, and internally speaking, they often feel a more inclination towards feminine things. Where a gay man is pretty like comfortable being a dude, and dude things they just like men.
I mean,
feel like a
femboy
significant-
doesn't necessarily have to be gay, right?
No, I'm not saying femboys are
They
gay.
are, but-
I'm saying
Yeah, femboys aren't necessarily
I'm trying
gay
to
either.
make- Yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that gay type shit. I'm saying that like a significant portion of gay men are clearly like presenting as a more feminine type of expression, right?
Yeah. Depends on the gay
But, like,
person, to be fair. But
Wouldn't that be? But like it's much higher percentage. So something's going on there. But like, are they not at all like femboys?
8 p.m. Central Time, we will be open.
I feel like that
tomorrow,
would like depend on the
everyone.
internal like experience of that person.
Thank you.
So it's almost impossible to say one way or the other.
No, you would be. I feel like you can like get a pretty good understanding by asking like certain questions about that, like about them, right? Or their internal experiences. Like we do this all the time in like criminal court. We can like sort of understand some, like intent on behind a thing, and same way I feel like you can sort of edge out like the internal experiences of somebody's gender.
Sure. And we could do that for every human on Earth if we wanted to,
Technically, yeah,
but nobody wants to.
I agree. Yeah, I feel like the reason why I'm like,
Oh, that's a
you know,
cool
bringing up like femboys in terms of like VR chat, and this is like the difference between like that internal and like external, is because I feel that has the potential to cause dysphoria. Dysphoria being the disparity of gender and gender identity and your gender expression.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, you weren't saying that femboys have dysphoria, do you? Or were you?
No, I don't.
You were getting at
I'm
earlier.
not saying
that's what I'm
femboys
wondering.
inherently have dysphoria. I'm saying that in VR chat specifically, with how they express and how many talk about their gender experience, I feel like it's possible that dysphoria can be spawned in a person basically because of these like cultural factors that VR chat has.
No, I don't think so.
All right.
I think you either have it or you don't.
I agree.
How do you think it's spawned?
The reason I think it's spawned is because you start expressing in a way that is outside of your gender identity. So say in real life you are like you're a dude. Maybe you like shave your arms, shave your legs. Okay, that's within your comfortable limits, right? In your mind, you're like have a slight feminine preference, so you try to push towards that. But like, you express this, right? If you express this and how do I want to word this? You express this in VR chat. I feel like in VR chat specifically, a lot of the avatars go far past their expression. Their expression in terms of like how feminine they are is far more extreme than their internal gender identity, and that's where the spawning is from, because you're changing your expression, right? So if you like woke up as a girl tomorrow and you have the brain of a dude, you probably like fucking hate that.
I don't see the spawning happening. I feel like you can fuck around in VR chat, and you can even do it to like to an extent to where maybe there's something going on there that you're suppressing that was actually there the entire time, and you're finally getting the chance to express it or engage with it. But I don't think you're like, you didn't have it before, and now all of a sudden you're slowly developing it.
I'm not saying slowly. I'm saying if you were to okay, so let's say we have like a guy, born a guy, right? He's comfortable being a dude, and he does your normal macho man stuff. Right? He goes to bed one day, wakes up completely opposite gender. He's like the like prettiest girl you can fucking think of, right? I feel pretty strongly that person would start to experience dysphoria.
I mean, probably.
Yeah. So running off of that, so this person who is experiencing like that slight femme, right, inclination, right, and they go onto VR chat and then are expressing like a much more like extreme version of femininity, I would say, or I would claim that it has the potential to like start dysphoric like thoughts or like dysphoria, gender dysphoria.
I mean, I disagree, but I feel like we're kind of circling a little bit.
Yeah. I'm curious where you disagree, because like now that you like sort of understand where like that where I'm coming from, I'm sort of like curious where you're like poking at, I guess. Pointing, yeah, that's a word. Yeah. Like, what part about that do you disagree with?
I feel like when you're expressing yourself as a, let's say you're a guy and you play as a anime girl on VR chat every night. Obviously it's going to depend on why you do it. You could do it for dumb reasons, or you could do it because you're identifying as the anime girl.
Yeah.
And then let's say you identify as an anime girl every day for years. Let's say 5 years. And then 5 years and 1 day, you do it. You get off VR chat after a 10-hour session. You believe that this person has a like significant dysphoria than before they started doing this every day.
Yeah. I feel like if they are genuinely identifying with this like extreme form of expression and are immersed to the point where they're seeing this and they get off the game, I feel like that would almost be like the key point is like identifying with, right?
I feel like why did they start doing this every day? They started doing this every day because like clearly they liked it. And why did they like it?
Oh yeah.
Because there's something there. They just maybe haven't engaged with it that much. They haven't entangled with it, gone very in depth.
Fair
and
enough.
as they started going more and more in depth, they just revealed it to themselves almost.
I see your point. I feel like with femboys it's substantively different, because like most of the time when people are like expressing this kind of like want, right, and are being like pushed in the direction of like femboy stuff, it can get very murky, right? Because like as I said, the initial claim is like I believe that the internal experience of a lot of femboys is like a slight femme rather than a extreme, right? If somebody is going to like an anime, like being an anime girl, right, and identifying with that, right, and like saying they're a girl on VR chat and then getting off of VR chat, I can see your point in saying they're probably like just discovering that they're just trans, right? And this is their way of doing it. I would agree with that. I would agree with that. But the reason I feel
but it's also
like
possible. Oh god.
Like I feel where femboys are like substantially different is because of the like average like internal like experience, you know.
Oh, you feel
And
like
if it isn't
femboys
that,
are
sorry.
like they have extremely high proclivities. Like they're disproportionately dysphoric compared to like random, I don't know, people that like playing as anime girls. Okay.
I would also argue that like
Do you
a
think
good
that would
portion
lead
of
to,
them are
like,
just
them,
like
oh,
trans
yeah.
girls in denial, but like that's a completely different argument. You know?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Tough. Sorry, what'd you say, Drew?
Oh, I answered my own question with remembering the conversation.
Yeah. Do you have any like
Nice.
final like statements or questions for me? Any of you?
What's your agenda, huh? What's your agenda?
I'm a female. Yeah.
Agenda or gender?
No, agenda.
Oh, I heard
agenda.
gender. I heard gender.
Or-
My bad. So my agenda,
No.
my agenda is I want to spread like a critical thinking, like skills
Oh,
through
yes.
VR chat, and I want to promote open conversations of various topics. That's my main goal for the most part.
I wanted to say too, like, this was one of the most like critical thinking, like social chats I've had on VR chat. Like, I wish there was more of this because
Me too. It
I'm
sucks.
not
People
the-
just like
like
sorry.
yeah, like I don't get a lot of like critical thinkers. Like where I work, you'd be surprised about how many people are absolutely fucking brain dead. And I do IT work. Like I work with computers, so I have to critically think
Yeah.
all the fucking time. So this was very nice. You're a very highly intelligent person. I'd say even more than myself. It's
To
nice
be
to
fair,
see-
I'm approaching you
This
with the
was fun.
questions I know most about. To be fair, to be fair.
Okay, yeah, there
Did I
that
already
is
give you all
true.
the spiel of joining the Discord in the group?
Nope.
Did I already say that up here? Okay, join the Discord in the group so I can be so happy.
Yeah, join the Discord.
So happy.
In the group.
How happy would you be?
In the group.
Yeah.
How happy would
Graph.
I be? I would probably shit and piss blood.
Oh my god.
Interesting. So yeah, nah. I was like, something that I found really disappointing on VR chat specifically is there's not really any debate space at all. The closest thing that I've seen in terms of like content or even like groups would be the trolling space, which obviously isn't, you know, the greatest place for like critical thinking and like dissecting ideas, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta use your brain, or you're gonna lose it.
Yeah, man. Gotta use your brain against those age regressors. I'm sorry.
Fuck, dude. I know that
Yeah.
30's like 31 and like fucking how long? Oh man, it's soon.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
hope
I'm
you have a lovely night, guys. Though I like, if you're at all interested, I am live right now. I'm, as I said before, like entering this conversation, I was recording live.
What's up, chat?
Yeah.
What up?
Yeah, I would encourage you to like stop by or even like start conversations like this in like a public. I feel like it's very important to like start.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have a great night, man. Have a great night. Yeah, that was a little bit mid, I'm gonna be honest. Mid conversation. I feel like if I'm going to be like going down the explanative route, I just need to go full ball. Like balls deep in the explanation rather than trying to like poke at the question, right? Cuz like there's some things I like have beliefs of, right? That is and a big part of why I'm doing this too is to find disagreements in a respectable and like hopefully engaging way. That's very big for me. I want that to happen. But It's an interesting like game of tightrope, I guess. And if I'm not like fully able to balance, I'm gonna fall, you know, and suffer what is called a skill issue. Okay. And I feel like there's points in that conversation where I probably could have been a lot more direct, because like there's some points that I wasn't sure if the other party was like understanding like the point. Like for example, like the internal versus external experience of a person being different in terms of gender, because you can't have like a gender expression and like dysphoria if there is no. Why is the stream tiny? I don't know. I have no idea what you're talking about. You can't have dysphoria without an internal idea of who you are, right? So, like, I feel like I could have been much more succinct in describing that, which, honestly, is a skill issue. Yeah, I see. I think it's either like ad or something. I don't know. Yeah, you missed the first conversation of many. Okay. It was something that's really interesting that I find is that people like tend to want to like engage with this, right? So like if I'm being genuinely like an honest like actor, which I hope I am being, which this is why I like review conversations, right? So I can do better in future. The ad banner's trying to show up? Yeah, that's what I think it is. That's the highest end. Hello. Hello, Joker. Oi, oi, oi. I'm doing pretty well, I would have to say. My autism has been spiking recently, but it's been very fun for sure. I actually get to talk about things that I care about in pretty deep ways, and I find that really fun. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, what the fuck? We just posted porn on the walls. What the fuck? Oh, what the fuck? Yeah. So as I was saying that with this like this conversational style. Yeah, a big part of that is I feel like I could have been a lot more succinct in my explanation. If I'm being explanative, go balls deep. And if... Yeah, I just need to hope that is understanding. Because I feel like I'm doing... I did a bad thing in that conversation. I sort of like assumed the other party's level, like... Not level of intelligence, because that sounds mean, but... Like, I assumed there's some level of miscommunication, right? Which is my bad, I think. That's my bad. I feel like I need to be better at recognizing that. Outside of that, I think, like, asking, like, the baseline of, like, whatever topic is very good. I feel like that was a good call. For example, if I'm like referring to like femboys or like any like extreme form of expression, like what's your like thoughts on like identity, or what's your thoughts on gender, right? What is like a valid identity? What's a valid like gender? You know, those kinds of questions I think are strong. I think I should be continually doing those, because not only does it outline any maybe like miscommunications or like it can also more easily outline any like fundamental disagreements that would cause like snags later on in the conversation if they weren't ironed out. Is it just me, or is like the stream like super behind? Nah, it is just me. It is just me. Okay. Skill issue, I guess. Excuse me, are you guys busy? Alright, coolio, coolio. I'm world hopping right now, asking people's questions on various things about VR chat. Are you willing to participate? I'm asking stuff about femboys, stuff about like addictive elements of the game, why you start to begin with, anything you really want to go with. That's up to you. Because I think it's funny. You're laughing. I did my job right. All right. So what do you want to start with? What do you want to start with? Okay. So before anything, I am streaming. Are you okay with being streamed? You're not audible or visible right now. Okay.
Stream VR chat, but I don't stream VR chat, but I stream other games, so.
Fuck yeah, Doug. Okay. So, what are your thoughts on femboys? What are they to you?
Feminine enough.
Feminine enough. Okay. Do you? Okay.
Oh, I gotta get the right attire. Hold on. Get the right attire to fully express VR chat to people who don't understand. All right.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, dude. So you said feminine enough. Do you want to elaborate? Because I get what I'm more after is like more of like a definition. Like, what is that definition of a femboy to you?
I don't fucking know a definition.
Could you like theory craft one up?
A feminine boy.
Okay, a feminine boy. All right. So, what is your like current understandings of gender?
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, like what is like? How do you understand gender? Do you think it's different from sex? Et cetera, like that kind of stuff. Like, but just what is your understanding of gender?
Gender is whatever the fuck you want to be. Sex is whatever the fuck you got, I guess. Physical.
So gender is whatever you want to be? What you said?
Yes, and then sex is physical. Whatever you physically are.
Wow. You are one glorious being.
Oh god. They're out.
Wait, no, no.
Hey. Okay, EDP.
No.
Sorry. I'm joking. So I guess I have a question on your definition of gender. So theoretically speaking, if gender is anything I want it to be, could I like identify as a cat?
There's people already doing that.
Yeah, but would that be a gender?
I don't fucking know.
I mean,
I'm a cis white man. You think I give a shit?
I mean, probably not. But I'm like, let's use our brain a little bit. Do you think that would like classify as a gender? Like if somebody like, hey, I
Do
feel
you
like a
shit-
cat in my heart of hearts.
Do you shit in a box?
Doesn't matter. Like doesn't matter.
If you're gonna be something, you gotta act like it.
Okay. I agree.
If you want to identify as a cat, shit in a box. Cat food. You do that, I don't give a shit what the fuck you want me to call. I ain't gonna fucking question someone that's shitting in a box in front of me.
I don't know what they'd be doing in front of you, but I digress.
It's a cat. You think
fair
they
game.
have any fucking self-respect?
Fair game,
Just
fair
what
game.
cats do, man.
Yeah, so I guess where I'm like curious here is like under this definition of gender that you're giving me, it could literally be anything from like the meme of like Apache like attack helicopters to cats to it seems like it's sort of
Pretty
like
fucking much.
it's sort of like
It's all just labels, to be honest. I mean, just be whatever the fuck you want to be. My label is fucking I am bitches.
okay, so I disagree in a pretty substantial way. So I believe that
That's your opinion.
yeah, I believe okay, we can discuss it. That's why I'm here. I feel like it's interesting.
Fair enough. What
So-
the fuck is that?
God, there is a lot of homosexual people here. It's crazy.
I know it's wild,
Just
man.
from one.
Are you one of them, Melina? Are you trans?
Nah, I have no idea what you mean, man. I'm a totally, but no, I'm trans. What? Yeah, why?
Alright.
Okay.
Why does my arm keep doing that shit? Fucking stay.
Alright.
God damn. Fucking walking.
You ready? You ready?
Hey, you stay cool, buddy. Appreciate you.
Get it? Fucking. How many illiterate people are gonna look at my name and say Ronix?
A lot.
Fucking Christ.
So, are you ready for
Fucking
that?
thing.
Okay. So,
Thank you.
so for gender,
Thank you.
so for gender, I believe that it's a spectrum between gender. Like for gender, it's a spectrum of masculine and feminine. So on one end, for example, you might have like a Hulk Hogan type, like extreme macho man. And on the other side, you have like a fucking I don't know, like drag queen or like Barbie girl, or whatever other extremes of femininity you can think of. And between all of this, it's like a bunch of shades of gray of how you can express on like a masculine to feminine scale. And that's what I believe gender to be.
Again, you were talking to the wrong person about this topic at least, because I'm just existing.
I mean, fair enough. We can move on to another topic if you don't feel like you're like adequate, like going to be able to adequately go back and
Yeah.
forth with that.
Yeah, I'm not. I already said everything I knew about it. It's just whatever the fuck they want to say it is at this point.
Yeah. Okay. So, what got you into VR chat then?
Yeah.
Let's go to a little bit more
Watching fucking Lullathon troll his friends and shit, to be honest.
trolling videos.
Yeah, like Lullathon, where you fucking go around jump scaring people.
Okay. So then, like, that got you here into the game, right? So, like, what do you exactly, like, why do you play it now then?
It just gets me off the fucking console sometimes. Like, if I'm updating the game, I come on here, just hang out with some people. It's better than
Okay.
just sitting staring across and sitting on the couch. It lets me move how I want to.
Fair
I like
enough,
to do
fair
weird
enough.
shit like this.
Understandable. Do
Change
you
my
believe,
appetite.
like, do you believe that VR chat has the potential to be addictive?
Well, depends on how you look at it.
All right. Let's hear it from your end.
I mean, if you really want to look at it, it could be a way to like avoid your insecurities about your body and shit like that. Because you can look however the fuck you want to. Like, for example, I'm fucking masculine Dora, or I could be fucking. Hold on. I could be fucking E-boy Elmo. You do have my avatar on, right? So I'm not just sitting here saying this stupid shit.
Okay. So a way to avoid insecurity like that.
Insecurity is just be yourself without having to worry about fucking judgment. Fucking, you don't like someone, you just fucking boop, 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 gone. instead of having to sit there and deal with it.
Fair enough.
Just take place. Just
So-
do what the fuck you wanted. That fucking
Yo, what's a Steam?
Sorry, I'm listening. I'm interested.
Was that a Steam notification? Wait.
I
I heard a Steam notification. I'm going schizo.
From who?
It was not. It was not.
Whatever. Okay, I'm going schizo. Don't worry about it. So, VR
Yeah, I can
chat
tell.
addiction, a way to avoid security. Okay, so
It can be pretty addictive to some people.
yeah, so you think it has that potential?
Yeah.
100%.
I mean, if you don't get out of the house enough, or fucking you don't talk to enough people, you could get addicted to socialize on in there.
Okay.
Fucking hell, I can't English.
Do you think that would be like accidental by like the developers, or do you think that's something that would be they like sort of plan for?
I mean, I wouldn't say either way, because a video game's intention is to want more people to play and keep the long-term players. But then again, no one wants it to be an addiction, to like be a bad thing to play. So I honestly say it's like a mix of like they wanted it to be entertaining to play long-term, but also not addictive.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So I guess, sort of, maybe? I don't know.
Somebody in my DMs is fucking spamming me. What is a woman? So
My headset just went. Where the fuck
no,
am
no,
I?
you went in. They changed the
Oh.
thing. Yeah, they're
I thought I
DMing me.
fucking
What is a
crashed. I'll
woman,
excuse
bro?
my-
Crazy
no.
work, crazy work. Okay, so I guess I have one more question for you, then I can go on my merry way. Do you think
Okay.
there is such thing as a VR chat pipeline?
The fuck's the pipeline?
So, what I mean by that,
My pipeline.
yeah, what I mean by that is like a normal person enters into VR chat. They have no preconceived notions of VR chat, and over time, given enough time of playing VR chat, they sort of get pushed into certain stereotypes of VR chat players. Think femboys, think furries, think gay, not gay people. What the fuck am I saying? E-boys, e-girls.
I mean, that's just a thing of existence, really. You pick up tendencies of people around you. So, I mean, if you're hanging out with a certain type of people around you, you're gonna end up starting to call. Like, you think I fucking came on here and started doing this weird shit actually on my own?
Maybe. Very possible.
That's a good point. My friend.
I came on here and the fucking first avatar I had was the fucking Bugs avatars. And that was it. I think I still have them, actually. Yeah, fucking, I would walk around with, like, avatars like, hold on.
My friend like streamed VR chat to me yesterday, and I was like, I want to see what this is like. So I was like, I want to walk around as Bob from Bob's Burgers. So I did, and I have seen like, I've only been on here for like an hour, and the first thing I got into, like, someone already blocked me. They were just like, I don't like this guy, I'm blocking him. So I got blocked like immediately, and he was like yelling some shit at me. Like,
Well,
I'm,
that's
like,
just part of the
harassing
freedom
him,
of
even though I
VR chat, to
just
be honest.
Yeah, like you can just block anyone and just do.
Yeah, and you disappear from them and they disappear from you, so.
Yeah, I literally walked up and was like,
Literally
oh hi, how's it going? And he was like, get this guy out of here, and he blocked me. I was like, oh.
Yeah, get this
I don't know
nerd
what
out
that-
of here. He's probably extremely bad faith. Okay.
To be
I
fair,
just- I
though,
literally walked
a
up
lot
to
of
Bob
visitor
and-
roles are trolls.
Yeah, that's
on black garlic burger. Bet on black garlic burger.
Yeah.
Bet on black garlic burger. Bourbon burger. Burger.
So you said like
I
a
love
lot of VR
burgers.
chat players, like visitor users, are trolls, right? So do you think we
are
like?
black people.
I guess I should ask like the question of like moderation to you. What kind of like moderation should be expected from a VR chat public lobby?
I mean, that's all really. I mean, it's a public lobby, so I mean, all of it's free as long as you're not fucking breaking terms of
Sensei.
service.
Sensei. Senpai.
So unless it's not like breaking TOS of VR chat, you don't have any issue.
Yeah, DJ.
Yeah, I mean, it's a public role for a reason. If they want something like specific, make their own world.
Yeah.
There's
Do
a
you
reason.
About the Michael Jackson song.
do you believe that there should be any like standards of behavior between players, or even if it's implied?
What do you mean by that?
So let's say you're going to a bar, right? There's a certain expectation of, yeah, I'm not gonna like say XYZ thing. I'm gonna try to maintain some level of decorum. and or like, hey, I'm here to like pick up girls, or hey, I'm like, but you have like that like still like some level of decorum there. So I guess that question would be, do you think that like in VR chat there should be some level of like like expectation of behavior between users?
In my face, bro. What do I do? He shoved it in my mouth. Like he shoved the rocket launcher in my mouth. Like what do I do?
For take it like a good boy. Anyways,
Huh?
What?
I said what I said. Anyways, I honestly,
Oh nah.
as you can tell, fucking that what I did probably did just answer the question properly.
No, I actually want to hear an
Can I shove a
answer.
rocket launcher in your mouth?
What was the question again?
So,
Something about, like,
should there be any
like going into the
expectations
world with
of
intention?
behavior between users?
No.
I mean, it is a public world, so you can't really have any expectations going into it because everyone's not the same.
So the answer in
If you want
short would be no.
expectations, just make yeah. In short, the answer would be no. If you want expectations, find yourself people that you want to be around.
Keep that in there. Whatever it's called.
How long have you just been sitting behind me? Fair enough.
I'm hearing you, and I understand what you're saying. Where I'm at right now is like, let's say we're in a public world. Like we're in a public world right now, and obviously we're still able to have like this pretty decent conversation.
Yeah.
I feel like,
But if you find the wrong person, you're gonna end up sitting there hearing them scream slurs at the top of your lungs.
yeah, we have like moderation tool, like our self-moderation tools, muting and blocking, right?
No.
So, if, like, given that, right, in a public instance, right, I feel like you can still push for some level of behavior, like, around you.
I mean, like I said, fucking, if someone's being annoying, there's options to just completely erase them from your entire existence.
Yeah, so if we can, like, push for some level of behavior around yourself, right, or within a group of people, so what's to say then that if multiple people had, like, these, like, levels of expectations, that we would not be able to, like, even, like, entirely change, like, a vibe of, like, a public world, right?
Well, I mean, if
What?
like I said, usually public worlds split off into different sections
What?
of like different groups of people
Oh.
and how they act and stuff.
Oh, that's so preppy.
Okay.
So I guess it's kind of like how in school you got different clubs. You got the mirror dwellers, you got the fucking full body tracking thoughts, and then you got the people that are
Damn!
just
Wow!
whatever that avatar is.
Okay! that felt like targeted.
I'm not wrong.
That felt targeted.
I'm not. 90% of people with full body tracking are thoughts. Okay? I'm not wrong. It's the VR chat.
I'm on a controller. I don't go
You were
fast.
walking around in you were walking around in booty shorts and fucking with
I'm
That's the
barely.
avatar, not the full body tracking.
Yeah.
You choose the avatar you pick.
I chose
Okay,
Bob
but
from
it's a full
Bob's
body,
Burgers.
it's the avatar.
Based, honestly.
I chose Bob Belcher.
Okay, doesn't matter. You chose to use that avatar with full body tracking.
avatar.
Interesting.
I really like
I love it. It's so perfect.
Proves my
Thank
point.
you.
90% full body tracking users, judging thought avatars.
Same. Oh my god. It is?
Oh my god. I'm on
Yes.
I'm kind of like scared, but it's fun. I like
And then you got some thoughts that are like
It's
men.
silly, Billy. It's a silly.
Alright, bad. Alright, bad. How many hours do you have in VR chat? I need to know.
I have no fucking clue. How you check?
I've got
Oh, wait,
one.
are you on Quest? I have no idea. My bad,
Yeah.
homie. If you have, like, a rough estimate. I have a feel like it's quite a lot, given how you're
I mean,
talking.
I got it a year ago.
Me?
And there was a time where it was like the only thing that I could play because my Xbox was having issues. So it's probably somewhere, I don't know, maybe like 200 to 300 over the year.
200, 300 hours? Okay, okay.
And that's pushing it, maybe.
Alright.
But I've quite a few hours on here. I'm not gonna lie. I played for too long.
You seem to have a dislike for quote-unquote thoughts. You want to talk about it?
100 max, and
90% of the time they are bitchy.
I spent like 800 hours in Fortnite this year, and
Okay,
I was
so-
like, I kind of like this year. You are fucking joking.
Do you have any
Just like
problems with ERP
My
in
Spotify
VR chat?
Wrapped. Like, I had like
Publicly, yes. If it's in a
36
private world,
days
do the
worth
thing,
of,
like I said.
like hours in
Just
Spotify Wrapped,
whatever the
and
fuck
it's
they
like,
wanna do.
oh, I was part of like
This game's
the
about freedom, so.
0.005% for
Okay.
one of my artists, and I was like, oh, that's so preppy.
Do you okay? Do you have any questions for me or any
just
final
love
statements
music,
before
like,
I move on?
Everything is music.
Not really. Just question is like, why are you asking questions? Just in general.
So
Like, is this
a
some
big
sort of like?
thing for me is I want to promote open conversations and friendly debate of ideals and ideas, especially relating around VR chat, because I don't see any space that isn't just like open hostility.
Yeah.
And I find that to be very negative to
As
the
I said,
game's
yeah,
reputation and like overall culture.
Yeah. That's just the same thing with every free-to-play game. You're gonna bound to have hostility because everyone could just fucking, oh cool, bada bing bada boom.
Yeah,
If I
but
get
like my
banned, cool, make a new
entire
account, play it again.
meme. Yeah, you're right. But my entire meme with doing this is to be able to open that dialogue and be able to have a neutral space. I feel like that is important, especially for VR chat, which sort of like proposes itself as like a virtual social thing. And if you have nothing, no like mechanisms in place, it's only going to get worse and worse and worse. If you don't do anything about it, right? So that's why I'm advocating for, hey, put the guns down, talk to somebody you probably wouldn't talk to otherwise, or that kind of thing. Right? Have an open discussion on shit. Be friendly to people, yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
What the fuck? Okay, I open your fucking thing, and the first thing I go down to is bragging rights. Okay, speedrunner, understandable.
Yeah.
Mommy counter?
Yeah, that's the amount of human beings in this video game that it's called me that. I find that number very funny.
Wait, hold on, if it's 69, why do you have 69, or plus 69?
So it's 69 plus 69 other people plus 69 other people plus 2. I didn't want to like count past 69.
This is an interesting first experience. Like I've never, like I mean, I've never.
You're new to VR chat? Run. Fucking run.
Yeah, okay, pal, you definitely have more than 300 hours. You definitely have more than 300 hours. No shot, no. No shot, no shot, no shot. Yeah, I'm sniffing it off you. I have my nose is sniffing it. All right, well, have a lovely day. It was a nice conversation. Alrighty. Let's see if we can find anybody else. Bro is like giving me reasons to actually use streamer mode. Fucking Christ, man. I never use that shit, but bro wants to be cringe. Alrighty. Let's see if another black cat has anything for us. Because, like, here's the thing. I feel like black cats a lot of the time, I feel like it's a lot harder to, like, spur conversations like that. It's like a challenge mode plus... Orphan Kicker, I swear to God. Swear to God what? What is it, buddy? What is it, pal? What is it? What does what mean? You're gonna have to use your words, pal. Fetus in Latin? I don't know, man. What does it mean? What does it mean? Right, you type slower than a fucking grandma in molasses. Holy shit. It means little human, okay? Good for you. Good for you, pal. When I stream snipe and just like autistically scream down my ear, that sounds like a great time, pal. Yo, yo, yo. Excuse me. Oh. Never mind. Yeah, if you do that, I'm gonna like instantly mute you and probably block you in game. You do realize that, right? I know what you're saying nah to, pal. Nah, like, I'm a mute. That's you right now. That's you right now. That's not how this works, pal. Don't be cringe. Excuse me. Do you have a minute? Yeah. I'm world hopping, asking people questions. Would you be willing to communicate? Or have a quick chat? Yep. So I am live right now. Are you willing to be streamed? You're not audible or visible right now. Alrighty. I need to turn you up. You are quieter than a motherfucker.
My bad.
You're all good. I don't want to wake up your parents or whatever the fuck. I don't know how old they are. Alright, so. Where do you want to start? Where do you start? I have a small list of topics. One of them is like femboys and gender. The other is VR chat addiction and moderation. Which one are you down to go down? Which one you want to talk about?
No, I'm down to go down VR chat addiction. I used to be addicted to this game.
Coolio. So do you think VR chat is addictive? Let's start with that.
Yes.
Alrighty.
It's addictive because of how sociable it is.
How social.
Unlike real life, you can't be this social with people. You just meet
Why not?
Because you'll be outcasted as weird because people like to put on a fake persona in public. Also, sorry if you hear my man in the back.
Alright. Because people cannot, like, be this openly weird. Is that the claim?
Yeah, they can't be themselves in public. They'll think they'll be like, I don't know, talked down to or looked down on by other people.
So that sort of implies that you believe that VR chat like has like that ability to like force somebody like to open themselves up basically for socialization.
Yep.
Why do you think that?
Because it's the internet. Everybody posts what they really feel on the internet.
You know why that is?
No, not really.
Alright, so my understanding so far is since the internet is anonymous, people don't perceive like or mentally perceive any like consequences to their actions, so they just sort of go buck wild.
Yep.
Okay, so do you believe in something called a VR chat pipeline?
What is that?
So what I mean when I say that is if a normal person were to be playing VR chat, this person has no preconceived notions of the game. Over time, them playing it, they will be sort of pushed into certain directions that are like these stereotypes of VR chat players.
Yes, completely.
Okay. So what do you think the cause is that, if you do believe that?
Seeing other people do it, I guess. Being
So,
like,
like,
oh, I can
inspiration?
do that.
Not gonna
Okay.
answer me? Okay.
Oh, yeah, hi, we're having a tiny conversation.
We're having an interview. Yeah.
Yeah. Asking questions about VR chat and that shit. You're willing to throw in your 2 cents, but
You asked the perfect person. I've been on this game for 6 years.
oh damn. Okay.
Yeah.
So like people get like inspired by other people, right? Can you like elaborate on like how that might form in or like crystallize in actions in the game?
I mean,
I'm
I
not gonna lie,
can
this interview kind
see.
of sucks.
Remember when people were doing that deep corpse husband voice?
Yeah.
I believe that
Yeah, bro,
influenced
like,
a lot
oh
of
God,
people
like,
to
oh
do
God,
that
for real,
voice.
for real. Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, like a lot of people still use just because of that one person, and
I know,
that was
right?
very influential. Hello.
My God.
Who lobotomized you?
Oh, one of my close friends, sadly.
Oh my
shit.
God, that's a username. Jesus. All right. So because like Corpse Husband had like this like outstanding like thing, people try to like copy it, right? No way.
Yep.
Do you
And
think
they're
that like sort of like draws?
What's the best to do it? Huh?
Sorry, continue.
I think people think it's the best place to do it on VR chat because it is completely anonymous. They don't know how you actually look like or sound like.
Do you think that would be like openly contrary to like the idea that like you're being like openly yourself if people are just like copying like whatever works?
No, they're not being themselves. They're just trying to get what other people get, I guess. If they want you pussy, I guess. They get you.
Yeah, so I guess like my curiosity here is because like you're saying, okay, well, VR chat is a very social thing. Unlike real life, you cannot be social in the same ways. You say like very like openness of VR chat, right? But when like digging deeper into that, we're sort of like bringing into examples of like sort of like aesthetic copying almost.
Yeah, like there's different people on VR chat. There's people who are themselves, and then there's people who copy other people for their own pleasure.
Okay, so you feel like there's like two different like kinds of like players, I guess, in terms of like how they like interact with.
I mean,
like...
there's also the trollers, but yeah.
Okay. Is there something that you look to, right? If you were to like just like go into like a public lobby, right? All right, how would you like determine? It's like, okay, this person's probably doing this person is probably doing that, right? Like, how would you approach that?
You mean like if I see an e-boy trying to riz up an e-girl, what would I do?
No. How do you, if, say for example, you gave like 3 little like categories of like people, like how they interact with the game, how they feel about the game, etc. So we have one person that's like trying to like aesthetically, like they're trying to like look smacks virtually, I guess.
Oh yeah.
And we have like the other, like another party that's trying to be like very open, very like true to themselves because of like the tools that VR chat allows, and like a third, which would be like a more dishonest actor trying to get like rise out of people. Like, how would you be able to tell which one is which?
I mean, the e-boys are typically very noticeable, you know. Nobody has a voice like that naturally.
Okay.
E-girls are the same, you know, with the very high-pitched, pick-me voices. You know how it be.
Hell yeah. That shit's fucking funny as hell.
There's not too many. I know. And then when you start doing it back to them, to be like, yeah, I can do that too, girl.
Bro, I'm still working on it, bro. I can't throw it back yet. Damn.
You'll get it. No, you'll get it. You'll get it one day, girl.
Fuck
You'll
yeah.
get
Let's go. All right. So.
Yeah. There's not too many stereotypes. Like sometimes I thought like old 12-year-olds on here was like trolls, but I just met one like yesterday who was actually pretty nice and just wanted to look for friends and like just chill and trade avatars.
Okay. Do you think that like these like, do you think these like identifications like groups of people that like the way like, because it seems like you're like thinking about the game this way, like, all right, so this person's probably trying to do this, like we're making a lot of snap judgments of a person, right? Do you think that
I mean, low key, but not really. I don't really judge people. Like, as long as they're not overly doing anything that it's super noticeable that they're doing it, I don't really care, you know?
Yeah, so I guess my curiosity lies is if this kind of behavior was like radically accepted throughout the entire VR chat like player base, like what do you think that would like be, like a positive force or like a negative one?
Positive.
What do you mean?
Okay. You said if somebody was like widely accepted.
Yeah, I'm not saying your specific like viewpoints on everything, but more or less this idea of like identification and label like boxing of like different kinds of players and how they might interact with the game.
Some people will say that doesn't exist, that the stereotypes don't exist, but they do. They do.
They exist for a reason, but I feel like you should be like equipped to like deal with like that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So do you still think it would be like a positive force overall?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, this game is overall positive. Like when it comes to stereotypes, it's not that bad. Like it's the internet, you know. Like if you get bullied, that's kind of your own fault for keeping them unblocked.
Yeah. I'm to be clear, I'm not really like trying to make a statement on the entirety of the like the quality of VR chat, right? Like as it is now.
Oh, just me?
More specifically, it's like if like this kind of like stereotyping behavior, right? With people with different like values to you, right? Were to be like using that same kind of like mechanism to interact with the game wholly.
I mean, they don't need to. I mean,
hypothetically
they don't need to have the
though.
same, like, stereotypes. I'd say it would be a positive effect, like, to know all the stereotypes before you get into the game, because it's, you can get caught up in some crazy drama you don't want to be in, and then if you're, like, very introvert, you know, it'll be really hard to get out of that drama. And it's just better off to just completely ignore it, or, like, not deal with it in the first place by noticing the signs.
Yeah, sort of like knowledge is power, more this kind of things. Like if you want like a certain kind of information, you want to have like a more wider view of things.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. What's your thoughts on trust rank?
When I first got this, trust rank can be... I've seen crashers, I've seen trolls, I've seen good people with trust rank, you know? It all depends.
Yeah, do you think it's an effective system?
Yes and no.
Right.
Yes and no. I mean...
Why? What leads you to that answer?
Because if you join a public lobby and there's trusted around, but you have all trusted, like, avatars shown, you could still get crashed by a troller who is trusted.
Okay, and why?
Like,
why
they just
yes?
get trusted just because they... Because trusted shows that you've played this game a lot, but that's only if you're a cool person. Like, if you're just, like, a troller, you know... I don't know, to be honest, it's kind of hard... It's kind of hard to differentiate the trusted users from trolls.
Okay.
I mean, and some users are cool. They're just new to the game.
I understand that. So... I'm gonna like push a statement, right? I'm gonna say a statement. I want to hear your thoughts on the statement. So, it's building on that this stereotype idea. There's two kinds of players. One that sees it as a game, and another that sees it as a social media app. How do you feel about that sentence?
It's true. Some people just like to join public lobbies like this. Some people just like to play the games. Some people do both.
Okay.
Hi guys.
Do you think
VRChat is a social media platform, though? It is. Because you can play with a bunch of people, and typically there aren't any worlds you can play alone with and not get bored.
I mean, theoretically speaking, wouldn't an MMO be like a social media game then? Or a social media app then?
If it had open mic, like, if it
yeah,
had,
a lot of MMOs have a lot
chat.
of open communication. Yeah.
Then no, MMOs are social, apps.
Yeah, but are they social media?
I've met multiple friends through those. And it depends on if they have like blogs and what do you call these servers? Like that you can post updates on. Then yeah.
Okay.
And now with the pictures that you can post, bro, it's crazy.
Bro, I'm gonna be so fucking real. My stickers are sorta fire. Yeah.
I wish I could show you mine. They're funny.
Yeah. This is one of the only ones I have, to
got
be
back on
honest.
this game after 2 months. I wonder if I can see my stickers without posting them. Oh no, I can't see them. Oops. Whatever.
Tragic. Okay. Do you want to get into the other topic, or is this where you're sort of capped off?
I don't mind. Let me see what percent I'm at. I'm at 50. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good for another topic. Sure.
Okay, so what is your understanding of gender?
Anybody has their own opinion on their own body, but you don't have to don't think too highly of yourself, sweetheart. If somebody misgenders you, it's not their damn fault.
Okay, so do we have like a?
That's my.
I'm not asking like your opinion on like trans stuff. I'm asking like a definition of gender.
No,
and
just
sex.
Gender itself. No,
What
yeah,
is
just gender itself. Gender is what you feel like you are.
What you feel like you are.
That's gender. Yeah, like if you feel like a boy, like if you mentally feel like you're a guy, you're a guy. It's what you feel like.
So, if it
doesn't
is what
matter
I
on
feel like I
sex,
am,
I guess.
if it is what I feel like I am, theoretically speaking, if we're accepting
are.
this definition,
If you are an
could I
attack helicopter,
theoretically
you can be an attack helicopter.
that I
You are
disagree.
entitled to your own opinion, to your own body.
Yeah, but I feel like that would go outside of the bounds of gender. I feel like that's an identity, sure. Like I feel like that can be a valid identity, but I don't think that would go under gender.
Yeah, that wouldn't, to be honest. Unless it's like, I don't know, chop. Chopper / chop. I was like, copter.
Yeah, so
I don't
my
know.
understanding, so we can get this conversation off interestingly, is I believe that gender is a spectrum between masculine and feminine, and we have an internal recognition of that, of
It's
masculine
not just
through feminine.
masculine and
It's a spectrum,
not
yeah.
just that. It's like
It's a spectrum between the two. So there's technically infinite genders, but it's
yeah.
between those two values.
I mean, there is gender neutral.
Yeah, that would be like in the middle.
It's like, or like, you know, like what is it called when you don't feel like any gender? Like you don't feel like
Everybody has a gender,
you just are
though.
you. You don't like, you're not feminine, you're not masculine.
Yeah,
and
that
you're
would
not
be
in between.
Yeah, that'd be gender neutral, as you're saying, and that would be in the middle, or like androgyny, basically. So, like on one end we have hypermasculine, in the middle would be androgyny, and the other hand would be hyperfemininity, right?
Over behind you.
And that you have an internal recognition of that, and you have an external presentation of that. Your presentation is what most people see, and nobody can really know your like internal stuff unless like really like hammered into or like questioned about.
Yeah.
That's what I understand it to be. Do you disagree at any point there?
No.
Okay. So
Not at all.
if we agree with this like definition, what are your thoughts on femboys?
Hey, they're cute.
They're cute. Okay.
Hey, I've been saying girls can't be femboys. If a female who identifies as a female starts saying they're a femboy, I'm gonna beat the shit out of them. That's all I'm saying.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So, in VR chat, do you think, like, in VR chat, if we're understanding it like based on like gender presentation, right? Like, where would you put this on like the spectrum, like in VR chat, of between like hyper feminine, masculine, like roughly, where would you put that?
Me?
Yeah.
I'd say about in between. Like, I don't know. It goes off and on. I'm what do you call it?
I'm not asking your gender expression. I'm
when I
asking what you think
switch.
femboys are, like in terms of expression.
Oh, femboys?
In VR chat, yeah.
It depends. Some can be sassy. Some can be bratty. Depends. Really, it depends on the femboy.
Yeah. So like, if we could like, if we are putting them on aggregate, like if you've seen VR chat avatars, right? Like avatars for
Yeah.
femboys, yeah.
They're more of like a feminine, but like they have a tiny bit of masculinity in them that makes it cute.
Okay. So you say it's like mostly feminine. Okay. So, I'm gonna make a claim. Feel free to disagree with me at any point. So, most femboys I've talked to have said to me, I only want to be a little bit feminine. Like, I like women's clothing, but I am not fully female, right? So what this I can speak, holy shit. What that says to me is a slight inclination internally towards the feminine, right? Does this make sense so far? Okay. So, and with that, the more feminine VR chat avatars don't really align with that unless there is something else going on, which I think is them just being eggs. But if we're taking it on the word for some femboys, which I do believe some femboys are like this, that are just like a slight inclination, if they fully and radically embrace the VR chat version of femboys, I feel like that is inclined towards gender dysphoria. That's the claim. That is the claim.
Oh, I mean, I don't disagree with that, to be honest. I really don't, because, like, it could be, like, shown femboy avatars and be like, is this what an actual femboy is supposed to be like? I get that.
Yeah,
I don't disagree at all.
Yeah. Okay, so for the sake of argument, would you be able to, like, think of any devil's advocate against that?
Not really.
One that I've heard that I think is really interesting is the idea that people are using these extreme forms of presentation to basically calibrate their, like, sense of self. It's like, okay, this is way too much, alright. Then they'll switch off, right?
Oh, this is the interview, huh?
Hold on. Give me 1 second, I need to change my shield level.
I didn't do anything. Why are you changing your shield level? No! No! No!
There we go. There we go. I think I got it. Alright. Completely normal behavior by normal people. Anyway.
Yeah.
Let me also turn on streamer mode just to be safe. These people are gonna be cringe. There we go.
Damn, that shit good.
That sounds fucking good, man. Goddamn.
Wow.
Alright. So, like, what do you think about that, like, calibration argument? It's basically people are using extreme forms of expression to basically find themselves. Do you think that's truthful?
Okay, if they feel comfortable with it, I guess they can do it as long as they're not hurting themselves in the process.
Yeah. I'm asking you if you, like, think that's truthful though, because I think as a statement itself,
it is truthful.
I think as a statement itself is valid. Like a big thing with argumentations. This is like something that I've been advocating for forever. Like, you can have a logically valid statement about almost anything, but whether it's true in reality is a different claim entirely.
Wow. Slipping my hand through it.
So, yeah, so you
Yo,
think...
Nezzy, this nigga is fingering your butt right now, bro.
You said that was, like, a true thing, right? Do you think that is, like, a common thing for femboys, or do you think that'd be something else?
I don't think it's too common.
There you guys are. I've been seeing your avatars
Wow,
in the
you
background.
got such a nice
Where the fuck are you?
asshole. Oh my god.
I'm seeing your avatars in the background. I've just been trying to figure out
But then again, I only know about maybe 7 or 8 boys.
Okay, that's fair. Is there any like final questions you have for me, or any like questions, statements?
Look back at it. Next year I want you to come out because I know you're good at it.
No.
Alrighty, well then I hope you have a lovely night.
Good
right?
interview.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you too.
Bye. Yep, you too. Wait, what? I didn't let this say you too. Wait, fuck! Ah! Ah, fuck! It was a missing point. It was a missing point. Oh shit! Fuck! Oh no! Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find anything other influencer. Fucking Christ! I forgot how to say human words. Fucking Christ! I have you guys already on. Excuse me, are you guys busy at all? Are you guys busy at all? Alright, so I'm world hopping, asking people questions. Would you be willing to participate? Alright, so I need to let you know, this is I am streaming currently. You are not visible or audible right now. Would you be willing to be streamed? Alright. Perfect. So I have 2 topics. I'll let you choose which one you want to start with. We can go down whatever path you want. So one is stuff like about VR chat, like addiction, and specifically like stereotypes within VR chat, and then the other would be more gender stuff. So.
Oh, yeah, that's tough. Whether it be gender or fucking VR chat, really. I'll go with one.
Alrighty. So, do you think VR chat is addictive at all? Or if so, why? If not, why?
I'm gonna turn off the lights. Is that okay? Oh, I don't give a fuck.
It's addictive if it want to help you with social anxiety or some shit, but if it's addictive that it's stopping you from doing your lifetime shit, but yeah, it is bad. But this fucker ain't got more hours than me.
I'm sorry, can you repeat your answer? I'm sorry. Your mic's very...
Wait, which part? The start part or near the end?
Just like restate it, I didn't hear much of it.
Oh, okay. So, it's addicting if it stops your lifetime stuff, like out of VR chat, but it's addicting if it helps with your social, like, your social stuff.
Wait, so it's
Social
addictive
anxiety,
if
yeah.
it helps your social stuff?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I think it just kind of depends on the person. Like if they're like horribly social anxiety prone and they can't go outside because they don't want to. I don't know the whole ins and outs of social anxiety. They just can't interact as well with people. I think this is a good outlet for that.
Like a good outlet
That's what
for
I
like
describe it.
anxious people. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I can attest to that.
So you said if it stops your your lifetime stuff, like what would lead a person down that like path, do you think?
Like getting fired from your job, losing your friends IRL. Not really much, just getting fired, forgetting what you're doing lifetime. Just losing a lot of shit, really.
So you think like VR chat is like almost only necessarily addictive if it's filling something in your life that you can otherwise get? Or is there another thing at play
I'd
there?
say so.
Okay. So for public lobbies, we're all in a public lobby. So what do you think of think about the current moderation of public lobbies?
little too soft. Really soft. Like this one, for example, if your character's too big, you get warned, because he's got warned twice.
Oh yeah, no. So I
Little too
switched to my
soft.
card that the base height is like 5 meters. I got almost kicked because you can't be above like 210. You're like above 2 meters. And
Okay,
like,
so
3 meters or higher, you get kicked.
outside of group publics, do you think it should be more, or what should like a non-group public like moderating thing look like, if any at all?
I think it depends. I think it depends on the world. So like this world, you're prone to run into anyone here. Some worlds, you're more prone to run into kids. The other is more adult. I think it just should kind of shift based on the world. This one, you can't really moderate Black Cat because you don't know what the hell you're gonna get. But if you go to like out of the like McDonald's or whatever, you're gonna get majority kids. You go to like a bar world, it's majority adults.
Excuse me?
Yep.
Am I allowed into this Black Cat, or am I going
Yes,
to be
you're allowed. You just can't. You're allowed. You just can't be above a certain height or some shit.
Am I allowed to walk past y'all into this Black Cat? Or
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we don't
sure,
give a
man.
shit. It's not ours.
So you're
Yeah.
giving me permission to do
Toilet paper?
Are you?
Why are you talking like that, pal?
Holy shit!
that I have permission? Am
Well, I mean, if you
She's
if you didn't
trolling
have-
hard.
If you didn't have
Respect
permission,
it.
if you didn't have permission, I think the mod. I mean, none of us are stopping you. I mean, the only person who would stop you is the moderator.
She just trolled so hard. Unfortunate.
take me and throw me out?
Okay.
I mean, no.
It's not like we
Okay,
can.
so you're saying I have permission?
I'm gonna bash my
We
face
gave
to
you
a wall.
permission as soon as you asked.
They're trolling. It doesn't matter.
No, because I was just
Yeah, I know.
that I'd be
Why engage?
in this Black
Well,
Cat.
you don't need to make sure that you're safe in a black cat. Any black cat is the same black cat.
Well, who
They're all
gives
dangerous.
you the authority to make all Black Cats the same?
I'm not the one that made this game or this map. You want to go talk to them? Go talk to them, not me.
Okay, so then why are you giving me permission to?
Oh my god.
Because you're the one that asked all of us. Hello.
This is trolling. This is like peak level trolling. I'm just gonna switch fucking scenes until it's done. Man, I love this. Love. Peak internet right there. All right. Are you ready?
I love the block feature. It's such a beautiful thing. Don't you agree?
I'm.
I mean, if you open your eyes.
I love black. This is the type of shit I love. Just crazy
you,
shit.
you just love engaging with the troll, like the troll people. It's fun. It's fun for you.
Yeah, it's great.
Fair game. Fair game.
No, I'm gonna gladly laugh up a storm because this is entertaining to me.
Okay,
I haven't been online in Belgium for 2 years, and this is what I'm coming.
I can't hear her. I blocked her.
I don't need to tell you anything.
How do I unblock people? I don't know how to do this.
As a reminder, I'm asking about moderation in worlds. This is very ironic. I'm gonna be honest
we
with
didn't
you.
even have to give you permission. You said, "Oh, you can go right on through."
Sir.
I just came and asked permission to see if I was allowed in this Black
Oh,
Cat.
man.
All right, so a little bit back
I
on
was stream,
topic.
it was fine with this.
Yeah, you're all good. You're all good. So I was asking about like group publics. Do you think there should be moderation there, or like what is like that the role of that like lobby type? I guess.
Why are you giving me permission?
I don't even think these people are credible enough
There,
to let me
there would be like a little bit of moderation for the like racial people that are going around.
For the
like
what
that
people?
matter for like kids. Like the racist people that are going around.
Okay.
I heard a
What
5-year-old
about, like, public
ERP?
about an hour ago.
Oh, ERP definitely. They should just get either kicked or definitely kicked.
Oh.
No, or just kicked.
Yeah. So speaking of ERP, the worst thing I've ever seen in this game is two people fucking both in game and in real life at the same time. They were wearing
Based?
headsets while fucking. It was the worst.
I would say that sounds pretty base, to be honest.
Can you say that again?
I don't know about you. I don't know about you. That sounds sort of base. I don't know. You're putting the proverbial like paper bag over their partner's head. It's like, nah, I want to fuck your avatar, dog.
So, one of the first times I've ever played this game.
I can't look at your face. I just gotta fuck
entered
you
a
with your
rock
avatar.
with only like 4 people in it. 2 of the people were fucking in real life, and with their avatars, they were wearing headsets while having sex.
Okay, so do you think they're like if it's like low like bar for moderation for public lobbies, right? Should there be any like standards of behavior entering a like black hat or like entering any public lobby?
Again, you can't really moderate behavior. It's
yeah,
kind of,
but like
it
you
just
can
depends
like
on the
yeah,
person.
but like seeing from like one person perspective, like you obviously play this game, right? You have a physical space in the lobby. You can like ask for things. You can like speak in a certain way and encourage certain kinds of conversation, right? So if that is the case, and how do I word this? So if that's the case, you can make it. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Give me a second.
No, take your time. Take your time.
I'm a little
We got
slow,
nowhere
guys.
else to
Don't
go.
worry about it. No, I'm joking.
We
So-
are all on VR chat. We all are. Trust me.
Yeah, given that you can make a change, and given that you can like basically advertise like what kind of conversation you like want to have, like what's to say then like if we all held ourselves to a certain standard, and promoted a certain standard, what would that look like? Should it be a thing, etc., etc.
I think it would be nice if everyone had certain standards of not like saying the first thing that came to mind, but then that's also one of the charms of this game that you can talk about whatever.
Yeah,
or
I mean,
do
I could
whatever.
have walked up and asked about cannibalism. To be honest with you, that'd be interesting. but-
That's kind of a lie. You can't talk about anything because there are some snowflakes on this game. If you talk about a certain topic, they are going mayhem,
second
or
that.
you getting kicked, blocked, or reported, or anything.
Yeah,
But you're only
I
one
second that.
person. You can keep talking about it.
I got kicked for talking about my anxiety.
Yeah, I got
So,
reported because of one
I
topic.
got kicked because every 5
And
minutes
my
I kept
account-
saying they
account-
bombed the
account
first
got
tower, the
suspended.
second tower, the third tower, the fourth tower. I just kept going. That's why I got kicked.
Yeah,
from
that's
the
just not
server.
funny. That's why you got kicked.
Yeah, maybe get a better bit, pal.
Okay,
Oh my gosh,
okay.
Get the fuck out of here.
I do agree with that. There are those people. I think the dumbest reason I ever got kicked was because I walked through some bitch that had phantom sense, like quote unquote phantom sense. I walked through her, and then I got kicked by her like virtual boyfriend or something.
Yeah, sort of like keeping it on topic. Like sort of keeping it on topic though. Do you think there like should be like those
Yeah, the
standards? Like
virtual
we can
white knight,
obviously
there you
say like people are going to like kick or block people, right? But like if we were to like hold ourselves to some kind of like level of standard, what would that like look like?
What the fuck was that?
Yeah,
A child.
Hello, my fellow Earthlings.
Some
Oh
standards.
no,
not-
I fuck with that.
not like it. The fuck is that?
Sorry, my brain just did a reset. I'm still like reeling on what the fuck that sound was.
That goat from.
Do I need to
Yeah,
ask the
that one,
question
there you
again,
go.
or like what's happening?
No,
No? Okay.
I'm trying to think of a way to answer it. I'm not too sure, honestly.
Yeah, take your time. Take your time.
A standard?
Yeah, that's understandable. Yeah, understandable.
Poor big guy.
I can't think of one honestly right now. My brain's kind of on the reset because I just got done with finals, so I'm not trying to think about anything.
Yeah. It's an open question, so if anybody has like a good like answer to that, then love to hear it. I'm sorry.
The standard in VR chat is not to be soft. There are all kind of people in VR chat, and the least thing you need in VR chat is to be soft, because everybody talks about everything, every kind of topic.
Yeah.
And if you're soft, you don't belong in VR chat, because there's always some people that talk about some sensitive topic, and if you get offended by that, oh, you're not belong here.
Be right back.
Because
How does not my
I've been playing this game quite a while. I have not many hours, but I've been playing it since it came out, and
Yeah.
I was I was with the Uganda Knuckles meme.
Okay.
I was one of the person who started a Uganda Knuckle meme, and there was the different times. They were talking about different things, but now there's snowflakes here.
So I guess I'm curious to hear your opinion on this. Like, do you think that stuff like group publics are a good step for the game, or do you think like stuff like what do you think about like stuff like friend plus worlds or private worlds?
Yeah, private worlds they're good for friend groups and stuff like that. But public rooms you can't control. In public rooms you can't control anything because there are children, there are adults, there are grandfathers, there are.
Yeah, but like for group publics, they like sort of have like an imposed like moderation force, right? Is that something that should be in VR chat?
Bed frame just now.
Yeah, group publics are good.
I turned around too fast.
I joined some worlds. There were group publics, and there were like some people. There were like the bouncers, security stuff. They were asking for the agent.
Angel, hide. She's coming.
That's good because
that lady's back.
They make it so they have control over.
She's looking for the moderator.
Join and getting kicked.
Angel gotta hide, bro.
Yeah, but what if somebody? It's very easy to lie about your age on the internet, right? If you sound a certain way, it's very easy to get away with that.
But you can, but most of the time you can hear it from the voice.
Yeah, I feel like most times, like if you've like ever heard like a teenage boy speak, you'd be surprised how deep they can get or like how they speak. You know, they have like some form of bravado to them.
But you still,
it'd be very hard to tell.
Like a 30-year-old, his voice was deeper than like Sam Elliott. It was insane.
But if a 15-year-old can have a voice of a 30-year-old, but still you can hear it if he's 15 or 30.
I don't think that's true.
Certain ways they talk.
No, because there's some inflection. They still get voice cracks. It just depends.
Yeah, but here's the thing. When we're saying age and date of birth, right? If we go into a group public, let's walk down this interaction. It's like, hey, age of date of birth. They just say a date and they let them through. That's like a very short interaction. If somebody like just passes the sniff test, they're let through. And that sniff test is very wide.
That's why I'm saying
Kia isn't actually a lady, it's a man. It's a man.
Okay.
Light it up, shoot it, kill it with fire. It's hanging at the fucking front of the stake.
Okay, anyways.
Right. Don't tell them anything, okay?
Yeah, I'm just. That's one of the problems with trying to moderate VR chat. You're trying to do something that technically. I don't want to say it's impossible, but it's not. It's insanely hard to do. It's almost impossible. Almost the best way I can say it.
Yeah, so
because there are people always gonna find a way around it. They're not always
them on
gonna.
Monty Python and the Holy Grail. See if they actually fucking pass the age.
How do they make the horse counts for Monty Python?
Bro, I watched the movie. I don't even know that. Fuck.
There aren't any fucking horses. They use coconuts.
Bro, I watched that shit when I was 14, dog. My bad. That was 6 years ago.
What? I haven't watched it in a few years.
Ah! I clicked the wrong button. I clicked the wrong button. This is tragic. That probably sounded like pure pain. Wow, okay. I think I was in a group public, so I'd be able to join back in. Oh, that's tragic. That's tragic. Fuck, dude. Oh, alright, Cloudy, you followed. What group, what instance were we in? I want to actually... Heavenly Paradise. Okay. Got it. I don't look at that shit before clicking the enter button. I'm gonna be honest with you. was switching between my OBS view and my VR chat view, and I clicked the wrong button. This is actually tragic. Heavenly Paradise. Group. Okay, wow. Very, very nice. Oh, I don't see it. That's tragic. Okay. I can search Heavenly Paradise, I guess. Do you not see, like, instances of a group? Not a thing anymore? Am I stupid? I guess not. Okay. Man, I love VR chat world. The world system in this game. It's absolutely beautiful. Very functional. If I do say so myself. Brother. I could check the VOD, I guess. See, like, a username. Not worth it. Probably not. I'll just take fucking 5 years. To be completely honest. Well, alright. I really fucking took the wind out of my sail. Brother, that sucks. Tragic, brother. Absolutely tragic. Bro, they all just say group. Fuck this shit, dude. Oh my god. Stoner booth, no. Nocturnals, no. Raid Crusade, no. Terabyte no. God damn. Tragic. Yeah, it's tragic. I won't be able to join back. Unfortunate. I can join like the Nocturnals group, I guess. But probably got clear like sign, but hey, join that world, but I don't think it will. I don't think it will matter. I don't think it will matter. Unfortunate. I think I'm gonna have like one more conversation and then probably call it a night. If I can find what that is, holy shit. Send a friend request. We need help joining back. I didn't get anything. Send it to the Melina. Yeah, I didn't get anything. Guess it's time to world top around. All right. Yeah, actually, nah. Nah, that took the wind out of myself. Fucking hardcore. I think I'm done for tonight. Actually, on second thought, I don't think I'll be getting much of interest. At least that wasn't already said or something like that. Yeah. I'll be back. I think Friday, right? If not that, tomorrow, 10 p.m. Normal time. Yeah. So if you're interested in this kind of thing, if you've just sort of like popped by or popped into my stream for whatever conversation that we had, or just interesting from like directory or wherever the hell you're from, just try to start a conversation, talk about your beliefs, be open to being wrong, be open to being all these kinds of things, right? Try to find truth with somebody. Try to find some underlying truth with somebody. It might be fun for you.